This is a 2013 27 horse Briggs Stratton that I believe the governor has broke on it. It went to wide open throttle. Here's your governor right here. I believe internally that's broke, so we're going to disassemble it and inspect it. There's your barcode for your motor. If you scan that with your camera, you can pull everything up on the web, get all the info you need on it. In order to get it, limp it back up here, you can see I wire tied the throttle. I just brought the throttle screw up a little bit to a high idle, put a wire tied on there and brought her back in. Now that I got the motor out, we're going to go ahead and get started on it. First thing I'm going to do is take off this intake and carburetor assembly, get that out of the way so we could turn it over without damaging anything. You've got 4 bolts, 2 on the top here, and then there's 2 on the bottom. They're 3/8. You will have 2 hoses on the back side here to disassemble. Right there. They just turn a little and it should pull right out. And the other one is just a rubber. Going to the bottom, you're going to have just one connector here, and then you should be able to pull your bolts and everything should come right off. There's the assembly. Set that off to the side. Sorry about all the pauses. I don't have anything to hold on to my phone with except my one hand, and I can't do most of this without 2 hands. So now we'll go ahead and flip her over, see what we got to do to get that casing apart. Looks like we have 10 bolts, 1/2-inch bolts holding on that casing, that crank casing there. See 3 on the top, 1, 2, 3 there on the bottom, and 2 on either side. I'll go ahead and get those loose, and I could hear stuff rattling around in there, so I'm sure there's something broke. Okay, let's see if I can get this off one-handed and see what's in there. Yeah, there's some pieces. And you can see the damage a little bit here, but that's what the governor pushes up on. Governor's going to be over here, and yes, it's all tore up. There's half a governor, and the cap is gone. We'll inspect it for some a bit of damage here on the gear. There's another piece in here. There should be a cap that goes on here that when this activates, it opens and rises. And that's what pushes on your governor so you can control, or it will control your throttle. I think the governor's going to be okay. We'll inspect that better. There's where our problem is. Clip ring is still on there. Let me get down inside that oil and see what we can find. This is what I found down in the case. That, once your RPM comes up, centrifugal force pushes this up and these open. And that's what rides up on this. There's your governor. So definitely, we have a blow up. I'm going to get that clip off of there, pull this gear out. We'll see what we got from there. Here, I got that clip off, just pried it off. Here's the gear. Now, it has a washer behind it. That has to go back on. I believe when you buy these, from what I've read, is these do not come with the kit. I do have one ordered. Should be in it later today. Let's get this thing cleaned up. When you clean this up, you're going to want to get your oil pump shaft out down in here. Usually you just pop it over and it'll fall out. There it is. That's going to go into your camshaft, which it'll be driven from here. So when you put it back on, they're not going to line up. So you're going to want to take that out. Flip this over. You got 3 torques here. I think they're torque 27 is the number. Pull that off. You should have a O-ring seal, which is reusable. Pull out your pump when you assemble it. You could put your drive and your pump back in and just turn it. It'll fall back into the groove. There's your pump. Difficult doing this with one hand, but pull that out. Make sure there's no debris in here. Pull your filter. Make sure there's nothing in it. I've had this out and cleaned it already, but I did find a couple little pieces in there. Gear governor being on back order. It's finally here. There's the part number. Here's what she looks like. I'm going to get started on that, get this unbagged, and get these bolts cleaned up before they go in. A lot of those, the gasket I see comes with these bolts, and they look like they have a Loctite on them. So I'm going to get these cleaned up so we could reuse them and put a little Loctite on there to assure that they stay seated. Okay, here's all the parts we're going to be reinstalling. This disc they don't give you. We'll be reusing that. Hat come with the kit, and we have the little clip ring that goes on there. Okay, I've pre-lubed everything. This part that we're reusing goes in here. Get it in the slot. Get your limit there. The governor and your hat have to be put in. Well, first you got to put your ring in there. Put your hat in there. Ring to line up. There we go. Sometimes you have to loosen up your cam in order to get these to go in. This one goes right in, and then the clip should have clipped in, and we are in. That is it. Now we'll move on to replacing our seal. I'm sorry, I did not get that on camera. I forgot to turn it on. But this is the new seal. Here is the old. I just grabbed, it's a 1.5-inch socket that fits right on there. To pull them out, you can pull them out with a screwdriver, whatever you have. I've got a seal puller, so you just wedge that in there and it popped right out. To put the new one in, you just get her lined up, not on the inner seal. You want something that's going to push on the outer part of that seal, and just tap it in. If you don't have something, I mean, lightly tap it with a hammer or a plastic hammer and it'll go right in. Just keep it even going down. Now that we have that, we'll grab the gasket and get this cover reassembled. Okay, I've pre-oiled the shaft and some of the components here. Put some oil around the seal, lubricate everything as it goes on. You have 2 dowel pins that your gasket should slide over and hold you in position while you put this on. That's all there's to it. Now on the bolts, I put a little bit of Loctite, not a lot. I don't want it to seize up later. This motor, this faces down with your bolts are upside down, so any water or anything is going to go into these holes, and you know, the condensation all the time in there is going to cause it to get all gummed up and be hard to get out. Don't use a Loctite that is permanent. This is a 248. It's just to hold them bolts in there so they do not back out. Start them all by hand so you don't have any chance of cross-threading. I'm going to make sure these threads are started. I'm going to cross thread these. Now that they're starting, go ahead and put the little impact on there and just drive them down to the case. You don't want to overload them. I'm not going to torque them. They don't take much. If you like, you could always look up the torque specs, torque them to spec. I believe it's around 30 pounds, but I am not sure. now that that's done, we have the drive for the oil pump. Just turn it and it'll go right in. Get a better view. When you turn it, it'll find a slot and drop in. We have our screen right there, our pump. There you go. There's our cover. It has a seal. I'm going to add a little bit of Loctite to these. Not much. Okay, on to adjusting the governor. You can see behind that muffler back there. There's the governor. Right here. You've got a 7/16 bolt over here. That's a quarter. That is the actual governor. I've got a wrench on there to pressure going clockwise down. Let's get this camera in the right spot. There we go. Here's your linkage coming down to that governor. You want to have that down and hold it down while you tighten the 7/16 bolt. So you want to make sure that this is down, the linkage is down, and then tighten her up. That should do it. That's it. Okay, the engine is complete and back in. Reversed everything that we took off. Your linkages here for the throttle and the choke, you might have to adjust a little to get them back, in place and adjust your idle. Other than that, everything should work fine.